Okay, so it's currently 3 a.m. You can kind of hear some wind, hopefully, in the background. I think some of these storms, but yes, Jupiter, we are here, West Palm Beach, 110 miles away from the eye of Hurricane Dorian, and it's still a Category 5. What I'm seeing, I guess 5 hours from now, whenever it's supposed to go past the Bahamas, it's supposed to turn, which it's still, I'm pretty sure the distance between West Palm and Grand Bahama is like 50 or 60 miles. So it's going to be close. And I'm pretty sure no matter what now, we're going to get where we're going to get. We're ready for it. The house is ready and you just got to hope everything holds, kind of thing. Okay, so hopefully you can even see me. I think my camera lens is fogging up. But today is Monday. I think whatever we're gonna get from this hurricane is what we're gonna get, because I was looking, what is it, it's like 1 p.m. now, and I was looking, it said it's starting to make the turn, and this has probably been like the most stressful thing I think I've ever had with a hurricane, because I think it's like the second strongest hurricane that's ever been in the Atlantic, and it's coming straight at Florida, and it's just supposed to eventually turn. Waiting, hoping this thing's gonna turn, as it's been going west the entire time, and Florida is west of the Bahamas, which I feel absolutely terrible for. This thing has been literally parked. I think for a majority of the time it's been over the Bahamas, it's been going 1 to 3 miles an hour, and that is, has that even like happened before? I'm actually gonna have to look that up to see. I don't think a hurricane's ever gone that slow. Usually they're like 13 mile an hour and above, and like 15 to 20 kind of. 13 is kind of slow, but definitely be thinking about the people of the Bahamas. I'm pretty sure it's pretty bad over there. I don't think we're gonna get anything really bad here. Yeah, it's getting to be that time. Some guess the surge is starting, because our dock is almost all the way underwater. My boat's almost in the water. My neighbor's dock, totally underwater. But yes, this is a little sketchy. Oh, the water is literally, well, there you can kind of see it. But yeah, as you can see, our neighbor's dock is underwater. Ours is working on it. Had to raise the boat. Yeah, not all that much happening now. It is almost 7:30, I think, p.m. And I think that's mostly because last time I looked, the hurricane is completely stopped. Like the weather report shows stationary, and that is completely awful for the Bahamas. I've been seeing some video and stuff out of there and pictures, and yeah, that's not good. They're basically just getting destroyed. That storm needs to start moving here so they can get a break. It's supposed to be like later tonight, I guess. I don't even know. I don't even think the people know what it's supposed to still be making that turn, and it has been heading north a little bit. If it's stopped, and who knows what it can do. I don't think it's gonna come here though. I don't think it'll come like straight west to us or anything. But I mean, who knows now. But it's supposed to keep going north. But if it's stopped, and that's delaying all the stuff we're supposed to be getting here, because I thought I was seeing around midnight or something the worst of what we're supposed to get, which I guess is like 60 to 80 mile an hour wind or something, which not that bad. I mean, if you have everything shuttered up and stuff, which we do. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Of course, it has to be at nighttime, but I think also in tomorrow, Tuesday, it's supposed to also be. But yeah, it's just like the feeder bands and stuff coming. You can actually see how fast the clouds are moving. It's always amazing. Okay, it is now midnight here in Florida, and nothing's happened. Pretty much the storm is literally stopped. I don't know how long it's been since it stopped moving completely, but for a long time it was moving 1 to 2 miles an hour, and past few hours, it's all the weather report things are showing from the Hurricane Center and everything is showing that it's stationary, over the Bahamas, which is absolutely awful for the Bahamas. I've been seeing some video and pictures, and pretty bad over there. I don't know what would happen if it came over here like it was supposed to, because like I said in a previous video I showed, the track called for it. And you might hear the shutters rumbling a little bit. The track was calling for it to come straight, like after it passed the Bahamas, to come straight over and truck into Jupiter, which is right here. So I don't know what would have happened. I think we would have been okay. Literally, what is it? Well, they're not showing the distance thing, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can see here's Jupiter. There's the hurricane. I think when they last showed it, it's 110 miles away. And where I've been to a lot in the Bahamas, I believe, yeah, right there it's showing 105 miles away from West Palm, which is a little south of here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, I think it's like up in here, Grand K, or Key, I'm not sure what to call it. That's where I've spent several different fishing trips. And that storm has literally just been sitting over them. So I hope they are all right over there and the rest of the Bahamas. And as you can see, it's supposed to keep on going. But I think we're about to hang out. The power's been flashing off on and off a little bit. We're about to watch this Dave Chappelle new stand-up. But yes, there's some shutter rattling. That's all. I think the max wind I've seen so far is like 50 something miles an hour around here, which there's stuff around outside is a lot because it'll blow stuff around, but my neighbors and we have prepared, so there shouldn't really be anything blowing around. Just gonna wait it out, I guess. I'm pretty sure nothing is supposed to, I don't think it's supposed to get any worse here at all. There might be some gusts and stuff, and I need to go check on the boat again because I think it's midnight. It's midnight now, and I believe 11:45 I think I was seeing was high tide, and high tide on top of the king tide deal that's going on, which is higher than usual tides, on top of the wind blowing more water in. So yeah, that could be a problem, but I think I mean I raised the boat a lot, so it should be fine. But we're gonna go check on it in a little bit, and yeah, just waiting for this thing to finally start moving, which I think it's supposed to be starting to move in a few hours or so. But I just feel so bad for the Bahamas. Like it's literally sitting there. I don't want to know. I can't even imagine what it's like to just be sitting there. I mean, I'm sitting here waiting for it to do something, but having all that wind and the water, like I've always said, the water is the worst part about the hurricanes. I saw like the airport or something in Freeport, Bahamas. It had at least like 5 feet of water over the runway. Like, I don't know. There are all those islands are, a lot of them are like low-lying kind of areas and stuff. So all that water, straight open ocean from the Bahamas with that hurricane just pushed all that water up. Really bad for them. But I don't think anything else is really supposed to happen. Alright, so I woke up and it's 3:30 a.m. and there is no power. Yeah, hopefully it's a quick fix thing, because I know I saw there are a bunch of power line company people from, I'm pretty sure I saw a bunch of different states and everything, and it is actually kind of amazing. I feel like that's a super underrated role people do around hurricane time, is power line people, because they're out there in the weather trying to fix power for everyone. So thank you to them, you know, and all the rescuers, police, firemen, paramedics, all the people out there that are caring for people. And I saw a few Coast Guard helicopters. I think some planes are already, if they're not on their way over to the Bahamas, or I think Andros Island, I believe. I've been seeing on Facebook there's a ton of local, especially in the fishing community, of people that are trying to get like supplies and stuff over to, or trying to arrange all that to send over a bunch of supplies and stuff to the Bahamas, because the Bahamas is literally like right there. It's like, I think the closest part is like 50 or 60 miles away from Florida. So basically it's part of Florida, I'd consider the Bahamas. Yeah, hopefully they can get a lot of help there. And then, of course, hopefully none of the storm hits any of Florida over here. But I know there are a bunch of people out there ready to go to help everyone when they can. So that's literally the only thing that's happened here, is the power has gone out. So that's not, I mean, it sucks, but it's not like what everyone in the Bahamas is going through, because they also have don't have power, and okay, that's a super weird alarm sound, I guess, is going off right now in the house. I don't know what that is. Check that out in a second, but yeah. Oh. Okay, I swear that is not planned. Okay, well, that was super short-lived. I think it's been, I forget, I just said, I don't know, I have to go look at the recording and see what I was going to say before when I stopped, but it's been about 20 minutes and power's gone back off. So short-lived with that, but I mean, at least I got the AC kind of cranking through the house a little bit, so that helps out. But with little cell phone service that I have, saw the 4 a.m. Hurricane Center update, and it is still, where is it? Well, it is still stationary. It's only 30 miles away from Freeport in the Bahamas, and then 100 miles away from here. So it is still not moving, which is pretty ridiculous, I must say. So this, I think I was beginning to say, what is this thing called? Power station, vehicle jump starter, and tire inflator, but it's basically a Captain. Move over, boy. It's basically a battery charger kind of thing, and if you can see here, it's got AC power, and if you remember, let's see if I can remember to edit it right, to include it from the last time we had a hurricane. This thing should be fully charged. But yeah, this thing I have had plugged in for several days now, and it should be fully charged. We'll be using that. The power keeps going on and off, mainly for the aquarium to power pump for that. Maybe a fan, I don't know. Alright, right as I was talking, when's gonna pick up? Yeah, it's like 8:30 in the morning. Nothing really happened, but that's a good thing, because something could have easily happened with how big and bad this storm is. So we got pretty lucky, I'd say. But yeah, it's a little windy. It's about like 20-30 mile an hour wind, I think. Kind of see the palm trees there. It's hard to show any right now. But yeah, power's been fine since last night. I think it started moving the last time I saw. It's like northwest at 1 mile an hour, which I guess with this storm, it's something. So at least it's moving and getting away from Bahamas a little bit. They're gonna have to go through a little bit more from the backside of the storm, but at least hopefully that'll stop for them, and then hopefully it just goes out in the ocean, doesn't bother anyone. Georgia or Carolinas, definitely still keep an eye on the storm, because hoping to get some windy weather for you guys. I guess a little feeder band's coming through right now. A bunch of rain. Hopefully it has some, I'll have the camera, kind of see it here. Pretty big raindrops with it. Basically it. Yeah, other than this, like, really heavy rain for 5 minutes maybe. Not much happening. Actually, you kind of see it now, I think. Hopefully. Pretty big raindrops. But it'll literally do this 5 minutes, stop. A little windy weather for 30 minutes, repeat. But that's because we're just getting the bands of the storm. If we got the full hurricane, it would basically be this for hours at a time. And in the case of this one, it would have been pretty bad for almost an entire day. Full 24 hours, which isn't common. I can kind of hear it's letting up a little bit now. As I'm standing here. And I'm pretty sure it might get, I think I saw later in the day, it might get a little stronger because the storm is going northwest and not just north, so we're to the west, so it'll come a little bit closer to us. But I don't think it's gonna get any worse than that. I mean, it might pick up a little. Let's say that. Picking up a little. Oh, no! No, the wind switched. Okay, I just got soaking wet. The wind just switched direction. Okay, now the wind's blowing straight out of the north, and now I'm getting wet. It's got a little bit of wind to it now. But, I mean, as you can see, the wind comes and goes, but this is because it's a feeder band and not the actual storm. Hurricane dog kept on. Yeah, you're not happy about this, are you? Yes, to end the video here, we got very lucky with this hurricane. It did not really anything at all happen here other than losing the power. That was just about it. I think a couple of dock boards I have to go screw down again because I think the water loosened some of them when the water level rose. But other than that, yeah, nothing happened really here, so we got really lucky with that. I wanted to try and like post, I don't know, I might do a separate video for it or something, I don't know. I wanted to like show some of the different organizations or even like people that if you wanted to donate to or something, but I'm not really sure on like which one, so I'm definitely gonna have to look that up. I saw Guy Harvey, he does a lot of t-shirts and stuff, pretty popular if you know fishing stuff, that he's doing like a t-shirt and all the proceeds from that go to whatever organization kind of thing he chooses. So I bought one of those and definitely going to I have two older coolers, and one's like 150 quart cooler that I'm planning. I gotta fix the latches on it. I was just gonna load that up with like water and like all different kind of supply stuff to I was gonna try and find one to go over to Grand K, but I might just take it to I think Grand Slam, the local tackle shop, and I've seen some of my friends that have bigger boats. They're also running over to the Bahamas, and so are a lot. Like, it's actually insane how many people, and it's pretty amazing to see, are like people that have like their own planes and everything, or flying supplies over. People that have boats, like twin engine, triple engine boats that just you can make it there in an hour or two. They're just running over supplies back and forth. It's pretty amazing to see. But yeah, I wanted to donate some supplies and stuff to some of my friends that I see that are taking stuff over, whatever else we can to kind of help out with that, because Bahamas is literally right there. Like, it's like 50, 60 miles away. Those people, a lot of those people lost everything over there, so pretty sad to see, but a lot of people are helping out, which is pretty amazing to see at the same time. So yeah, until the next hurricane, I guess, for our hurricane videos. I actually went back and watched a couple of them the other day. It's pretty interesting to see, I think. Like, that's why I like kind of recording them for like my experience with the hurricanes. Of course, I never had a camera. I have to actually see that back when Hurricane Francis and Jean came, and that was the worst storms for our area. I might have some like super old video. I'd have to find it, which I mean, I don't even know. Hopefully I would have. I think we have pictures and stuff. Maybe I could find some, but I feel like we did have a video camera back then. I don't know, I'd have to find that one day. That'd be kind of interesting to see, because that was like the worst storms for here, that we had our most damage to our old house when we lived on the inlet. So, but yeah, I find it interesting to see. So keep getting lucky with the hurricanes here so far. Hopefully that doesn't run out, but I mean, it's going to probably someday, so I don't know. But as always, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Of course, while I'm editing this video, looks like we're gonna have to do this all again. I think it's only supposed to be a tropical storm, maybe. So that's usually, I think I saw like, what does it say? Yeah, it's having the storm, let's just saying it's like a storm, tropical storm or whatever when it's coming through. And that on this is 39 to 73 mile an hour wind. So we haven't put any of our stuff back out that we brought back in the house yet. So I mean, that's good, but I don't think it'll be too bad or anything. I think I saw on the one news that they were saying it might just be like 50 mile an hour wind, but that's nothing for us. But it's showing it's gonna go almost the track Dorian took straight over Bahamas. So that's, once again, terrible for the Bahamas because I mean, there's pretty much nothing where Dorian hit there. So all the people that are somewhat trying to recover and stuff over there are probably gonna get hit again. Nowhere gonna be anywhere near as bad, I don't think, but with how much is destroyed there, this is gonna add to it and make it worse for them. Yeah, hopefully everyone there in the Bahamas is all right and as ready as they can be, because with how much damage and stuff, that's gonna be bad. The 39 to 70 mile an hour wind with all the loose wood and all that stuff around there is gonna be pretty bad, blowing stuff around like that. It's super dangerous. So